What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we are making some matzo ball soup. It has been a minute since I posted. My apologies, but let's forget about that. We're gonna make some homemade matzo ball soup. Very simple steps, very simple ingredients. Anybody can make it. The only thing you might have to go buy is matzo ball mix. But without further ado, let's get into it. So to start it off, you don't have to, this part is optional, but we're gonna add a chicken carcass into your big soup pot. You can use any soup pot, doesn't matter. This is just our soup pot. After you get your carcasses or whatever extra meat you want to put in there, recommend putting it in first. It's gonna use preferably warmer hot water. Fill up that pot to make how much soup you want. Special guest mother.
Hi.
But you're just gonna fill up that pot to how much soup you want. About halfway.
So the carcasses can cook.
Because raw carcass is not the best.
And you let this boil until your carcasses are fully cooked, and you can clean off the fat from the top as you go along.
Right. Next, we're gonna make our actual matzo balls because that's kind of like the centerpiece.
And the easy part is the instructions are on the back.
All you really gotta do here, follow the instructions. I'm sure we'll also show you here. This is probably the best part. Oh, you need both.
I need this one.
We don't use this?
No, we're going to use that afterwards in the soup.
Okay.
It's a soup mix.
This is what we're going to use in the soup after. So you can put that one guy off to the side for now. Next to your avocados. And you're going to need, it depends how much you want to make. You need about 2 boxes.
We're going to leave this one on the side.
First, you want to dump only the matzo ball mix into
your bowl.
Can be any bowl, metal, plastic. You don't have to use scissors. You can just open it up.
Mommy's lazy.
That's okay. Nathan's getting in the way.
Since we're doing a double batch, we're going to put 4 eggs instead of 2.
Just because we have to make sure there's enough for leftovers and for us to have. So now that your eggs are in, you're gonna add in
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons of oil. We're using olive oil here because that's what we got, and it's just a touch bit heavier, healthier, better than olive oil or any of your other seed oils. Also,
and now you have to do it like a Jewish mother. Take your fork, not your whisk.
Mix it up until they're all evenly combined. And that's the whole thing.
Good and combined. You want to get every last bit because you want every last matzo ball possible. And now you're going to refrigerate it for 15 minutes.
They haven't come quite to a boil yet, but you can see the fat starting to foam on the top. So you're going to take almost ladle-like kind of thingy with holes. Madeleine, I think they call it. Something like that. And you just want to skim all that fat off into a bowl. And
you don't want to eat that.
You don't want to eat it, so you can go ahead after and you can get rid of that.
Extras.
And you want to just skim as much as you can of it off the top. That's just coming off of your chicken carcasses there. Also on the side, get a bunch of water ready.
So you can fill the pot.
So then you can fill the pot. Once that water starts boiling, one of the reasons why you only want to put it halfway is because it's going to overflow. You can see it already getting high up. That was about halfway, now it's like 3/4. Also, once it starts boiling, lower down your stove to 6.
Maybe even 4 hours.
Maybe even 4.
We're going to take it off for a minute. It needs to calm down.
We're going to take it off just for 1 second. Still leave your stove on because we're going to put it right back. But it just needed to calm down a touch.
It doesn't overflow.
And so this way you can just see the rest of the fat too. Also, if you're worried about, oh, I don't have matzo ball mix, That's okay. All you need to do is you can buy matzo, turn that into matzo farfel, and that's all. Matzo meal. And that's all that the matzo ball mix really is. Or if you just have just matzo meal, you can just use that. Matzo ball mix is just the name of the box, basically. And for now, since our matzo ball mix is still in the fridge, because we put it in there for 15 minutes, we're just going to let it cook on low until our timer rings so we can take the matzo ball mix out. Okay, once your obnoxious Google count timer thingy goes off, it's been 15 minutes. Your soup is still on low. You're going to start off by taking out the...
Turn it to high.
Turn on your stove to high. Pour in that water just to fill up the pots, and this way you have enough soup.
We're going to add a little bit more because I'm using a big pot.
And that's your matzo ball mix. You took it out. Don't forget to take it out. This is what it should be looking like. Something like this, at least. Or at least remotely close like this. Now all your soup is in there, you're going to open up your package of soup mix that came with one of the matzo ball mixes. If you didn't get one and it doesn't have a package,
it's just soup.
That's okay. It's just soup consum. You can use any.
If you buy it from the box, it makes it easier.
Exactly. You pour that bad boy into your soup just to give it that soupy flavor. One of the best soups you'll ever have right here.
I never think it's enough.
And you also don't want to get in the way of the chef, which I tend to do very often. We're also going to add just a little extra here, just because
I never think it's enough.
Exactly. Or should I say, exactly. Saw that dirty look. So you're going to put about a tablespoon more if you want. You don't have to. What you said.
For the large pot, it's not enough.
Exactly. Gonna stir that up.
Wait a minute to get back to a rolling boil.
And then you're gonna let it go back to that rolling boil. I'm not gonna put you guys through that, so I'll see you guys when it's back to a rolling boil. Also, at any moment while you're waiting, don't forget to clean up that mess, you know? Also, I know we're not using any lemons in this recipe, but we got some lemons in here, so if you're a lemon lover, let me know down let me know down in the comments. Same with oranges, they're pretty cool, but lemons are better, so let me know. Also, if you see like that murky stuff on top, leave that. It's not fat. Don't take it out like the rest of it. That's the good stuff, I think.
That's the flavoring.
That's the flavor. While you're waiting for it to go to a rolling boil, stir it every so often. It's going to take a little longer than last time just because it's a full pot now and heat rises and all that sciencey stuff. So you guys when it's done.
You don't need to get it too easily.
Now that your water is at a rolling boil, you're going to turn that bad boy all the way down to, that looks like 4 or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there. We're going to wash our hands.
Wash your hands quickly. If you're cooking, make sure to wash your hands anytime you touch food or before you cook. I don't know about the cussing. We'll just hope that YouTube didn't hear that. YouTube, we're family-friendly household sometimes. Next, it's called Matzo Ball soup. So you're going to take your matzo ball mix and roll it into really any size ball. We're going to go into just these smaller ones here. Doesn't really matter.
The more you make.
Exactly. So if you're making for a couple people, you can make humongous ones. But we also really love matzo balls, so we're going to make a little smaller ones.
And then they grow.
And they also do grow. So all you're going to do is that whole batter, you're just going to turn those into balls, drop it in the soup, and get them cooking. They are supposed to float, so don't be worried about that. The carcasses, I don't really know if they're supposed to float, but they're doing it. And yeah. Okay, once you have all your balls in the pot,
give them to cook for 2 to 3 minutes.
And they will be floating, and then after that, I think you're basically done here.
Look at these beautiful matzo balls.
Perfect. And they're all going to be nice and soft.
And fluffy.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see the final product, look at the thumbnail. I'll be taking a picture of it for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More awesome videos coming soon. Ring the bell for more notifications on when I post amazing food videos with my mother or just me. And leave a comment about something. See you all next time.